It's time now to listen to Begin by Zoho. We now have a product launch, and Mr. Balaji Krishnan, Benny, who's the head of global sales, will be sharing with us today Begin by Zoho. So put your hands together and give a warm welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. It should be good morning for me because it was scheduled at 11. Due to the time constraint, we start late. So, yes, I'm Benny. I'm from Chennai. My job is I'm from Zoho, and this is my 13th year with Zoho. More than a decade. My job is to talk to the startups to understand their requirement, like how they are doing, and how we can help the startups to continue with the technology, right? So whenever you say it's a startup, this is the 26th year for Zoho, and we call ourselves as a startup. Why that? Because we have invented a lot of products, like for 55 to 60 products, like Kupu was mentioning. And Begin by Zoho CRM is the latest one which we created for the entrepreneurs and for the small business and for the startups. And go to the next slide, please. So if you're doing a startup, or if you're an entrepreneur, or you're inventing any product, these three things has to be in mind. And if you do these three things, then everything will be good. How it looks, how it feels, and how it works, like the design or the process, anything it would be. So you might have something on your mind when creating a product, and you don't know how the customers or prospect will listen to that, right? You might say my product will go to the sky, or go to the moon, or someone else. But the product should understand your customer base, your product base. So you should be careful how you're doing it. And the second thing is, what I'm going to do with all the options. I just want to put my dirty clothes in the washing machine. I want to bring out the fresh ones, right? So giving more options to your prospects or the customers, it's a pain for them. So make sure what the options which you are going to your customers, even if it is a service or a product, or if you are investors, anything it is. And we all should agree this is an eye-catchy design, is it? Right? This is an eye-catchy design. So you might see looks like this for you, but it won't be looks good for your customers. So that is the point which I'm mentioning again and again. And the overload of it. So when you're using a product, or you're asking your clients to use your product, it should not be overloaded for them. So make it simple, make it easy for them. So that is what we do. So we are suggesting the startups to make it easy for their customers, and also make it easy for their employees. And we have come a long way along, right? We were using the wired headphones, and now we are using iPods, and a lot generated. A lot technology has happened. But tell me, how many of you are still using Excel here? Be frank. That's good. So even if it is a big company, or recently I was working with a technology company, they were using Excel for sales. Even if it is single user, or it is a multinational company, they are using Excel for sales to maintain the database, right? You're spending so much money in marketing and getting a lot of leads, right? Getting a lot of contacts, putting them in WhatsApp and putting them in email and following it up. It's quite a pain for you and for your team as well. So you have to be smart. So if you go to market and search for a CRM, everyone will say we are very easy to use, we are easy to set up. And there are many free CRMs in the market. So how we differ from them, that is most important. And why you should not use, it's not working. Oh, it's going late. So technology is late here. So why you should not use Excel? Because it's not secured, or if you're using it for your personal things, it's fine. But many companies, many startups are using Excel to maintain their customers' database, including the card details, right? Including their bank information, including their business process. So that is not safe, and your customers should trust you to maintain their database into your database. So we always suggest to use some system, not only the CRM, any other system you can use which is replacing the Excel file. Next, please. And the most important business still don't use the right tool, right? If you take any company, they'll be using 5-10 applications. One is for accounting, which is most important. Yes, that is money. And some people use some social media integrations or some rocket science applications and all. They might be end up paying more money for managing their business, paying more money for the applications they use. So a typical business will use 4 to 5 applications if they want to handle their business. But for the entrepreneurs, they are using Excel from today. Next. These are the smallest thing which we created. When you create a sales, you are going to support the customer, right? So once the sale is done, it is not like that. You are going to support them. You have to onboard them. We have to proclaim them, right? We have to get collaborated. You have to get marketing. You have to take them to the advocacy level. So there are a lot of iterations on that. Next, please. From this, next. From this. So when you're taking a technology or a solution using a product or using the technology which is already available in the market, it's so easy. Like many people are just downgrading the free edition and they will use it and they develop their business. If you're getting money, if you're earning money using that application, yes, definitely you're going to subscribe, resubscribe or renew that application, right? But you have to make sure it is secured or not. There is a lot of options. Next, please. There is a lot of options which we need to get adopted. This is a SAP survey which says customer experience is the most important thing when you're talking about your job or business or maintaining customer service, right? Giving a good customer experience. They have to be using your product, your service, or your solutions. It should be customer centric. That is most important thing which you have to use. Next. And single source of truth. Say I was talking to someone in June 2022, and then he's calling back me again. I don't know what was the discussion before, right? And the business won't happen on the first meet. The business won't happen within a month. It might happen a year or it might happen after a decade also. So we should maintain a database. What was the conversation and where I got the information from. So you have to maintain all those things. Next. Next, please. The legacy system. How many of you think you can hold a glass of water for a day? No. I can hold it if you have beer, we can hold it for a couple of hours, not the water, right? And the integration part. The legacy system and the integration part. You can buy 4 or 5 applications and spending money on the integration is most important, right? People buy more products, more applications or the free applications and they connect that with their existing financial application and they spend some money on that. So integrating the application is a pain point which a lot of startups and the entrepreneurs are facing right now. Next. And the compliance. When we are talking about the compliance, like if your turnover is close to 1 crore or 5 crore, right? Your customers always catch about the compliance. How my data is secured. If you're putting your suit for laundry, you'll be getting a SMS saying that there is a 50% offer available in Peter England or something else, right? So how your data is leaking around? Because they gave this information to you, right? If the information shared by you to your customers or to the other solution providers, then they don't trust you. So having a compliance is most important thing which the startups or the entrepreneurs or the investors should think about. Next. And there is always a fight between a sales and marketing, you know. The sales tells, I'm not getting a good leads or quality leads from you. And the marketing always says, no, I'm generating a lot for you, right? So how you measure that? If you're a 2-member team, you will be spending more money to get some leads for you, or you may buy some leads for you. But you want to know how quality it is, how the conversion got adapted. It won't be calculated in Excel or something else. So you should have a basic system to do that. Next. Always, when I mention always, there is a fight. both of them are running to get the company to the next level, right? Both of them are running to get more revenue for the company. But still, you have to analyze what is the solution behind that. So you need to get a generic workflow or the generic report saying that what is happening in those teams. Then only you can adequate the new process for your sales or marketing or something else which is going to give a revenue for you. Next. Next. Next, please. So this is the customer journey, right? When you're launching a product, right, you're going to talk to your prospects and then you'll nurture them and they are going to become your customers. And then go back to the previous slide. And then you have to support them. After supporting, you have to get a good advocacy. There is a long way to go to talk to your clients or prospects or something like that. So imagine you cannot do everything in one solution, right? You have to spend time in each and every segment. But we created something for you, something for the startup, something for the entrepreneurs, which can be adopted with a minimal price. Next. Next. Okay. And 73% of the customer preference self-services experience. So this is what the SAP mentioned. That is what Zoho do. Our existing customers, we got this survey report. We have a survey product as well. If you name it, you'll have a product because we have 50 plus applications. So we use our survey product to get feedback from our customer experience. So this is 73% of our customers are got a good self-service experience. So that is most important thing which you have to concentrate on. Next. And when I keep on telling about what is CRM, it is about the sales. Yes, that's right. It's about the sales. You should sell something, ask for sales, right? Spending money, learning something, creating something, all these are for what? To sell something. So you should ask for sales. So CRM is for that. But we created BIGIN, an extendable application to do beyond what the sales do. Next. The journey which I mentioned, it is when you're talking about your prospect and converting your customers, right? But if you go to any of your customers, they will be talking to different teams. If it is a small user or if it is a big user, they will be having a lot of experience with different aspects. So you have to get a conclusion or you have to know what was the conversation, what is the customer experience are maintaining within our process. Next. So this is a product deliverability, testimonial and onboarding. So when you talk about onboarding the process, when you talk about onboarding your customers, if you give a good experience, definitely they'll give you testimonials for you. And you can maintain those testimonials within your system and that can be goes to the customer advocacy. Next. We would have been used to many applications including Zoom or something else online to trigger or to find what we are doing with the technology. Like most of us will be used to many applications here, right? Next. So we created this industry first team pipeline feature where you can have all of your advocacies, all of your aspects of your customers can be maintained in one system. That is called BIGIN by Zoho CR. Right? Next. So this create a sales pipeline, deals opportunity, and also maintain your customer support pipeline tickets and customer feedback pipeline. This will improve your business. This will improve your customer experience. Next. And look at a few case studies which with the different industries. I'm just going to show the screenshot of that. Next. So this is a travel agency using our system. And this is how they customized it. The new request and document verification, booking complete and booking failure. So these are the basic information which they are collecting using a Zoho CRM, and there is a lot behind it. There is a big process happening using this application, and they are using only Zoho BIGIN and maintaining all of their databases. And this is specifically for the travel industry, and we have more as well. Next, please. And this is for the law firm. So when I'm mentioning a couple of industries here, but it is not restricted for that. It is capable to do anything in any industry because even the defense system is using our CR for some division, not for all. So there is a lot of opportunity with the different segment. I'm just giving you an example of this. Next. And this is a real estate business. The people doing a real estate business, they have just customized based on the property list, site visit, like that. It is an example which we are showing up. Next. And what is the big benefit? This is what I mentioned. Having a customer database into the system is very easy. Even if you put it in the Excel, is easy, right? So you cannot identify which marketing source given you a great conversion. You're spending money in different resources and spending money in the social media ads or CEOs or ACOs, whatever it is. And you're getting leads from different sources. You have to identify which one is giving you a great conversion. Based on that, you can invest in the particular resource and you can get more number of business to you. So who is going to give that to you? In a click of a button, our CRM will do that for you. Next. But that's not at all. We have a lot of additional features than this. Next. This is a connected pipeline which has been created recently. That's a latest feature which we have launched. And even we are getting integration with WhatsApp. You can still use your WhatsApp and get your business from there and get connected with your WhatsApp information to your system. And this is a connected pipeline where you can maintain your related information within your system. Next. An example of, next, how the car dealership do this for them, right? When the test drive is done, successful, then it is go to the sales pipeline and then it is go to the inventory pipeline. Either the car is going to be sold or it is in the prospect stage. And what was the process which they are maintaining for their car dealership. Next. And this is the hospital industry. I'm just giving you an example of different industry, how they set it up. So it will be easy for you to understand how you can do this for your industry. Next. And we have toppings as well. So when you talk about using a CRM and having a process and that has many features, but still we have toppings. Next. That is email in. Email in is if you use any mail, say for example Gmail, Hotmail or whatever it is, and you're having your domain as well. You can directly sync your emails within Zoho CRM and you don't want to go to somewhere else. We have that feature in Zoho CRM as well as in BIGIN CRM. And the additional benefit which we got in BIGIN CRM is the email in. This is the related pipeline. Next, please. Related pipeline where if your prospect sending an email to you, you don't want to save their contact details into your system by manually. It will save for you. And if you want to create a task for your sales team or to your accounts team or for you, you can create it. So everything is automated for the daily routine life which you're going to do in your business. Next. And the file cabinet. So mostly we will be signing the contract or getting a quote, right? And sharing the MOM. Where we are doing all these things. We are attaching that in the email, which is relevantly doing for everyone. But here you can just have that file cabinet within your system, within your record, and you can get collected from your customers or the prospects. So that feel more secure for them, and it's easy job for you to get a link to connect with it. Next. Next. And the web forms. See, this is one of the things which is created for BIGIN by Zoho CRM, where you have an opportunity to create a web form and put that in a different websites or put that in different social media integrations where you will be getting more leads from different aspects, right? So don't want to have a single source of web forms. You can create this and put it in across the division of web forms or to the social media or any other marketing aspects, and you can collect the data from here. And we have created a module-wise web form creation activities, which is one of the first feature which is released in India for the CRMs. Next. And this is our CRM approach. If you're just an entrepreneur, your startup, just start with BIGIN by Zoho CRM. And if you grow your business, you're getting some profit using this application, then you renew. And if you're doing more profitable and your business is getting enhanced, just upgrade to CRM. We used to say 1 to 5 crores business or 1 to 10 users concept with BIGIN CRM, and then more than that will be a Zoho CRM. Next. And we are privacy focused. When Kupulashmi was mentioned, we have 85 million users, which is including the free users, because each and every application have a free edition. Even BIGIN by Zoho CRM also have a free edition. You can access that as well. So Imagine if we run an ad for 85 million users, right? If we get 1 rupee for each user, we'll be getting 85 million today. But we don't do that. We are privacy focused on all of our products and our customers. Next. Next. These are some of the screenshots which I'm giving for the mobile apps. Next. And these are the integrations which is built already. And there are some API integrations which you can do by yourself, or you can ask your developers to do with the third-party integration. That is also available with us. Next. And Zoho Books and Zoho Invoice. This is very familiar product in India. When GST launched, then Zoho became so famous in India because of Zoho Books. Zoho Books is our first application which got success in India, and then we brought in Zoho One and other applications here. And we have a direct integration with Zoho Books and Invoice and other financial applications within BIGIN CRM. Next. And this is most important thing is the developer center, where you can create magic beyond BIGIN CRM. If you want to add any additional features within BIGIN CRM, you can do that. Like integrating with other API applications, it's something which other products can do, but you can do your development within Zoho BIGIN. So that is a different thing we have. Next. And this is the API which we have connected before using Zoho Flow and Zapier. And now it is full-fledged development platform where you can develop your applications within BIGIN process. Next. And we have the mobile first. We have a mobile application in both Android and Apple. Next. And we are featured as, next. We are featured as awesome widget in Apple. Next. And we have tie-up with Samsung Fold. If you buy the application, if you buy the phone, you will be getting BIGIN by Zoho CRM by default, along with our competitors. Next. And the price. Even if you go and have a good coffee or a lunch, you should spend 300 to 400 rupees, right? So maintaining your business with all the features which is going to get you the revenue, which is just 400 rupees in the minimal edition, and the advanced edition is 720 rupees. That is for BIGIN by Zoho CRM. CRM price is different. And there is a lot of features we are enhancing within BIGIN that will get you more for it. Next. And as Kupu mentioned, we are bootstrapped and profitable. So we are still private limited. No more VC funding, no more external funding. We are zero external funding, and we have more than 13,000 employees right now. And we have a global presence with 14 offices and 18 data centers globally. Next. And these are some of the applications. We have all of these applications integrated with each other. If you name it, you will get an application. You don't want to go to any third-party application. If any of your business, you just come and tell us what is your pain, what business you do, we'll give application for you. And based on the budget, we have an application for you. So searching in the market, as an Indian company, we have 60 plus applications. And as Kupu mentioned, the Padma Shri Sridhar Vembu, we have a different vision on the company to help the Indian startups specifically. Because as I mentioned, like I traveled more than 22 countries to talk to the startups to understand the requirement, right? But the deliberity and the Startup India even concept which we have, giving a wallet credits for the startups and asking them to adopt the system, which is something great we feel. Next. And this is the privacy focus, right? When you talk about the security, it's most important thing, because you're putting your customer information to our system, and it might be a credit card or whatever information it is. We are GDPR compliant across our 18 data centers, including the Indian data center. And the two-factor authentication which we mentioned here, we have our own two-factor authentication. It is not Google or someone else. We have Zoho's Google authentication, Zoho two-factor authentication, which is #1 in the industry. And we have ISO 27001 and SOC 2 type, and we have all the security factors with us. Next. And this is a BIGIN team. When I talk about, we have 14,000 employees for Zoho, and we have some 85 members for BIGIN, and still we got 23,000 customers in 2 years, and they are the happy customers, and these are our team members. Next. These are some of our customers who are using, they are big shots. Even, as I mentioned, even if it is a big company, they are using Excels for the sales process, right? So understanding the sales process, understanding the customer advocacy, understanding the customer support is most important, because there you will be getting more revenue for your company, for your service. So you should concentrate on that. Next. And Sridhar Vembu, he decided to give high priority to non-G7 countries. This is most important thing, right? So whenever you create a SaaS company, we'll be concentrating on the US market or a developed country market, right? So, but we are not. We are always concentrate on non-G7 countries to put in our efforts. Next. And most of the companies, not only SaaS, most of our companies will be, our Indian companies will be spending more money on the marketing, like 80% on the marketing, 20% on the R&D. But we do on the opposite side. We spend 20% on the marketing and 80% on the research and development. So that is the uniqueness we have for the products. And we have a booth outside. So if you want to talk to us to understand what we offer, or you want to share your business technology and you want to help us to develop your business, please let us know. We have a booth. And you can find me as Balaji Krishnan in LinkedIn, or you can find me in Benny. That will be mentioned in the bracket. I'll be available throughout the day today. We will discuss that. Next, please. And we already crossed 1 billion recurring revenue in 2022, which is the first Indian SaaS company crossing this revenue. We don't disclose our revenue, but we disclose our milestone. So this is our milestone. Next, and the last and final thing is, thank you. So please do contact us. And next, please. sales@begin.com or benny@begin.com. So we'll be here to around. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks for listening. Thank you.